Hello. Welcome to the Harry Wolf Show. I'm Harry Wolf, your host, and I'm going to be talking about things that I find interesting that I think you should find interesting as well. Primarily that is programming, tech, movies, music, entertainment, pretty much anything that I enjoy and I want you to enjoy as well. That's what this show's about. That's hopefully how you're going to get some information that maybe you missed along the way. But it's a show of the information just from the last week of time so that you can just get caught up to date with all the things that you might have missed during your busy schedule. With that being said, let's just get started. Apollo server, a very popular GraphQL server, officially reached 1.0. That in and of itself isn't that interesting because it's been pretty stable for a long time, but it's more of a nice symbolic moment that they actually feel comfortable and confident that you can now use this in any production application and have it power your GraphQL server. When you actually look at the changelog of GraphQL, there's only two small changes from 0.9 to 1.0. So all things being said, not much changed, but now you can at least feel a little bit more confident that having reached 1.0, Semver becomes a little bit more important, and you have to be a little bit more careful when upgrading. Do you use JavaScript? How do you use JavaScript? How do other people use JavaScript? Do they use JavaScript like you? Well, share your own knowledge about how you use JavaScript with the stateofjavascript.com website. This is the second year for State of JavaScript. It is made by Sasha Grief and Michael Rambeau. They have a nice survey that took me around like 5 minutes to fill out, and the results will come out after a couple of weeks where they gather enough information. But it's always nice to get a pulse on what's the world of JavaScript in life nowadays. So I definitely encourage you to take it out, 5 minutes of your time, see how your peers in the JavaScript community might be using JavaScript, and just maybe learn some new things along the way. Also very exciting, an initial pull request to add support for HTTP2 to Node has been opened against the Node repo. You already use HTTP 1.1 in many of your web applications. You've probably maybe heard about HTTP 2. Well, now with this pull request, once it gets merged into Node, you'll be able to actually make your own HTTP server, HTTP 2 server with your Node application. A lot of benefits about HTTP 2. There's many blog articles about this across the web, but I didn't even realize that you couldn't make an HTTP 2 server in Node until now. I imagine there's third-party library supports for that, but having that directly in core is just awesome, and hopefully it'll increase the adoption across the internet once it actually lands in the Node.js repo. I'm very excited about this. I definitely want to play with HTTP 2 more, see how I can actually maybe get rid of bundlers for my JavaScript and just multiplex those streams of information down to the client side. Ooh, yeah. And in irreverent news, the hit song that's sweeping the nation, Despacito, has a new amazing cover done by some people in the world. It is of a wife's husband who likes to snore, as I am sure you do as well, but she was able to actually take those snores and turn it into the opening minute of Despacito. It is quite humorous. Also, we have come full circle where JavaScript is now Java back in the browser with the new release of a project called DoppioJVM. It is a Java virtual machine written in 100% JavaScript. That's just wild. I checked out the demo on the website, it downloaded a bunch of things. I can edit a Java file in the browser and then compile the Java file in the browser, then run that compiled Java class in the browser, and it worked. I poked around the source code a little bit, and it is a massive project written entirely in TypeScript, which I guess is fitting because TypeScript is closer to Java than TypeScript is to JavaScript, but yay. I don't really know how I feel about this. It's pretty funny to see that happen. I think it's mostly a research experiment right now from University of Massachusetts, as it says on the GitHub repo, but it's pretty humorous to see that full circle happen. And in Apple news, I'm a big Apple fan as well. They are continuing their march of open sourceness with the release of a machine learning blog. I don't know if you've read the internet at all, but they've had some troubles trying to hire machine learning experts because of their closed approach to pretty much everything. So this is their continued attempt to try to open themselves up as an effort to attract better machine learning talent. It's there's a couple of posts there right now. I haven't read any of them, but it's just always interesting to see the very secret Apple starting to change as it tries to just adapt to the current trends of technology nowadays. It's pretty weird. And every so often I try to find some great demo API resource. I used to use the open database for movies and TV, kind of like an open source IMDb, but they recently require a token key. So there is a new one that I found recently called dog.ceo, and it is a huge API of endpoints that help you learn about dogs. So if you have some example application that needs some data to power it, you have dog.ceo right now to do so. What do they have on here? Let's see. They have, you can load dogs by breed, by sub-breed, you can browse their breed list, you can look at pictures of dogs, because who doesn't love a picture of a dog? But not cats. But dogs are just great, and you can get a random dog. Oh, this website is just, lovely. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun researching about dogs. I already know a lot about dogs, but there's more dogs to know, because you never can learn enough about dogs, and dogs is what I want to do, so that's just what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to say that without Whew. Okay, and enough to tag, let's talk a little bit about entertainment. It was the San Diego Comic-Con this past week, and there were a lot of trailers that were released into the wide public. A few of the ones that I have been interested in were the new upcoming movie of Rocko's Modern Life. If you remember that from the 90s, I sure did. I grew up on that TV show. Rocko's Modern Life, called Static Cling. The trailer is far out. I forgot how wild those TV shows used to be in the back in the day, but definitely check that out. Stranger Things Season 2 also released a trailer where you can see what's coming out in October. The trailer looks awesome. I'm very excited for it. It seems like it's going to be able to live up to the first season of quality and entertainment. Definitely looks fun. Ready Player One also released a trailer from Steven Spielberg. The trailer is going to be a little bit controversial, I feel like, around people, because you have such a vivid picture of what the book was like, and to see that being translated into the screen by someone else is a little bit disconcerting for people. But as for me, I'm pretty excited just to see that take a life of its own. Fantastic book. If you have not read Ready Player One, definitely should. It is a complete, edge-of-your-seat, action-packed book that you will not be able to put down once you start it. Like, no, you won't. It's amazing. Thor Ragnarok also released their official trailer at the Comic-Con. It looks really cool. The baddie looks awesome. The action looks incredible. I'm a big Marvel comic book movie fan, so I already was bought into it anyways, but it also looks very good. I always need more Hulk in my life as well. He's just a fun presence, just that raw energy that just goes everywhere. Oh, it's so much fun. And last but not least, we have Westworld Season 2. Still coming out next year, still got a little bit of time to wait, but the trailer didn't say that much, so that's fine. More of a teaser trailer than actual trailer, but it looks pretty cool. Not really sure what's gonna happen there, but definitely check that trailer out. And that is your last week of links. This is the Harry TV show. I'm going to try to do this every week and see how far I can get before I skip a week. Hopefully you found something entertaining here, something interesting. Be sure to check out any links that I have for all the things that I mentioned in this video. Follow if you want to see more videos, and have a good week.